All right, Sarah Divinely You here. This is Astrology and Energy. This is for March 10th through the 14th. I'm doing these in spurts this month because, like every other group of days, we are going to have intense energies and transits happening. And so it feels necessary to do this as I feel things coming up for people to really make sure and ensure that I give you as much support as you can get. You can, of course, join me on my YouTube, on my Instagram for my dailies where I dive further into stuff and talk about, as it's all kind of unfolding. But okay, let's get into this weekend. So we're talking about the weekend of March 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. So already we're in a buildup to Jupiter conjunct Chiron in Aries. And so you may already be feeling this. I have talked to people who are already feeling this one. So Chiron got conjunct by Venus last weekend, and this weekend it's getting conjunct by Jupiter. Aries is the zodiac sign for I am, like who you are as a person, who you show up as in the world. Chiron is the wounded healer. And so Jupiter being the expander, expansion, he's going to gift you, Jupiter will, but you've got to do the work to get the gift, right? So it's kind of like reap what you sow sort of thing. Not quite as karmic as Saturn, but certainly up there with regards to, doing inner work, doing healing work and things like that. So it really strongly feels like a lot of people are having some very deep childhood wounds surfacing. It feels like a lot of people are feeling the emotion of that, no doubt. We currently have the moon in Libra. However, it will spend the weekend. It enters Scorpio on Friday, I believe Friday morning, and stays there until very early Monday morning. Let me pull up my notes here. Hang on one second. I did write these things down because I want to give you the right information. Okay, so yeah, on the 10th at 7:05 p.m. So the moon will move into Scorpio on Friday evening around 7:05 p.m. and it stays there until Monday around 2:10, 2:20 a.m. These are all central time. And then of course we have the Jupiter Chiron conjunction that's going to be on Saturday night around 11 p.m. But if you're already feeling the buildup, or if you're not, you'll probably feel it Saturday for sure, because they'll be within, like right now, they're already within a geometric degree of each other. But of course, they'll build up and be closer within, a couple of geometric minutes by Saturday. And then on the heels of that, we will have Mars making its last square to Neptune in Pisces. So Mars has been in Gemini since August of 2022, 7 months. It's not happy. Mars doesn't stay in a sign that long, and it had a very long retrograde and is finally coming out of it, but it's going to hit Neptune one more time. Mars is the ruler of Aries. So you can see where this is all sort of coming together to heal wounds, but it's also going to kind of set you in a space of, are you sure? Set you in a space of maybe feeling very illusioned or feeling very exposed, almost vulnerable exposure. You may feel like your skin is crawling, or you may have your nerves being a little edgy, your nervous system feeling a little edgy, because you're going to feel very vulnerable from the Jupiter Chiron, from the Venus Chiron. Now Mars is going to come in and square Neptune, and it's going to feel very uneasy because shit is hitting the fan, or you're having a lot of wounding surfacing, et cetera, et cetera. And, the world is going crazy, right? There's kind of no way around it right now. But this is what's happening, is that this month, it's all about transformation, it's all about transmutation, and it's all about transcendence. And so the universe is literally like nudging us. I feel like this is how I thought 2020 was going to go. And now here it is, 2023, and the universe is sort of forcing it If you didn't take advantage of the opportunity for transformation in 2020, here it is again, another opportunity for transformation, transmutation, and transcendence. There's an opportunity for alchemy here. This is a lot of beautiful energy. It may feel icky and gross in the moment. Yeah, you're going to feel like I said, your skin may feel a little icky. Your system may feel a little off, a little icky, because you're cleansing out, you're purging out a lot of old karmic wounds, a lot of old deep childhood wounds. They're all coming up and out to be healed. And the process of that is not the most pleasant process to be had. Been through this a few times in my growth process, in my healing process. So what I recommend is journal, journal, journal. Get really intimate with yourself. Take the time for yourself to journal. Do some mirror work. Look yourself in the mirror and get very comfy and get cozy with yourself. Hearts Unleashed podcast. You can search that on any platform. You can actually go to heartsunleashed.com and search out her mirror work meditation. That is a great episode. I actually highly recommend doing that mirror work naked, fully nude. Look your body in the mirror and get very intimate with your body. Any other good meditation for like the root chakra? In fact, I think Abigail Gazda just put a root chakra episode on the podcast. They may even be a root chakra meditation. You can also search for Alara Sage. She has some fantastic chakra meditations for the root chakra and all of the other chakras. But getting yourself very secure with your body, with yourself through this. This is really important, that you take the time to stabilize yourself, that you take the time to cleanse and purge all that's coming up and out for this karmic healing that we're all experiencing right now. So I'm trying to think if there's anything. Scorpio is not where the moon is happiest, but it is transformation. That's why I feel like this weekend's going to be extra. The moon is it waning when it's going from full to new? Because we just had the full moon in Virgo. I never remember. We just had the full moon in Virgo, so it's now waning to a new moon in Aries, which will be next weekend. But as it's waning, it's going to be in Scorpio this weekend, which is transformation. Scorpio is deep psychological transformation. It is deep. It really digs deep. It goes to the dark side of what you're experiencing, but it's also not a happy place to be. So I don't want you to think that this is going to be like easy energy. I also don't want to paint it out to be like the worst thing ever, because I think the result, the Jupiterian result, will be you cleansing this and purging this and allowing the new alchemized, turning your wound into healing, turning it into a project, turning it into a writing, turning it into a painting, turning it into you relaunching yourself when, the new moon occurs. So loads of opportunity. It's a little sticky to get through, but it is a lot of opportunity. Just, keep yourself stabilized, keep yourself in check, keep yourself, kind of out of the craziness of out there, and really stay within and stay with yourself through this. So let's do some aromatherapy. I hope that's helpful. If you have grounding crystals, smoky quartz, tiger's eye, any sort of like red jasper, hematite is another good one for working with grounding. The really focusing on those lower chakras, the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root chakra, or even like I think it's called the star chakra. That's the one that's below the root chakra. It grounds us into the earth, but you can always do the rooting yourself into the earth visualization, that I've talked about plenty of times before, to really root yourself in. Let's see. Oops. Get the right app going here so I can read the. So for aroma support, we have fennel. This is a good one. Encourages communication, and self-expression. Not even surprised. I have pulled self-expression cards and communication cards all this week in the tarot, in these videos. It's been a topic of conversation all over the place. Fennel is a great aroma, or it's also I believe it's a root vegetable. So you can probably buy like some fennel and like the fennel leaves, and like you can definitely buy like fennel in the spice aisle. Um, Very fragrant root to support you in self-expression. I definitely encourage self-expression right now and be the most unique way, your most unique self that you can be is really important in this time and space. It's really necessary. Aquarius like demands that of people, and you know, Pluto's gonna just Pluto rules Scorpio too. So we got, Pluto, a scorpionically ruled planet about to enter Aquarius. So that'll be fun. We also have patchouli, another one of my favorites. Lightens and eases worry. Patchouli is great. I love patchouli. I love incense, patchouli with incense. I have the oil. I've used the oil before, but I definitely prefer the incense. It reminds me of my college days when I hung out with a lot of hippies who like to smoke weed and burn patchouli, because I think that was supposed to hide the fragrance of the weed. I don't know. But anyway, patchouli is a great it's a great chill fragrance. It's a great chill oil. So if you've got, an incense store, or even I believe even some like record stores, if record stores are still a thing. I swear I used to buy my incense, but you can buy incense even at like a metaphysical shop, or even online. And there are ways that you can burn that safely. So patchouli and fennel, definitely about self-expression and communication, definitely about staying grounded, staying relaxed. This is very anxiety-driven energy. Even if you have adaptive, and doTERRA adaptive would be super helpful through this. Again, use your grounding stones, use your grounding meditations, use your journaling, use all, this is where all of your tools that you've been collecting over the years, whether it's been working with me or working with any other coach or any other practitioner. This is when you bring all of those into play. I know I have had to double down to make sure that I stay grounded, I was buzzing higher than a kite this morning. I was listening to a podcast from Molly McCord, and I was literally just flying. I'm like, holy shit, here it is, it's happening. And then, just everything else like sent me up to the cosmos, and I had to like arbor vitae my way back down into the earth so that I could attend the workshop I attended today. So it's really just, we really got to double down our efforts to really be in tune with our bodies and what's going on with all of this light being flooded into our planet, this opportunity for transcendence, this opportunity for transformation. But there's definitely a lot of work, inner work to do along the way. So I hope you find that to be helpful. Again, check in with me with the shorts here on YouTube, the daily lives on Instagram, and I will talk to you on the next video. Thank you so much for tuning in.